Well, this story is all new for you here on our 8 o'clock hour. The future of Florida's Space Coast, it is looking up literally.
Well, yeah, things actually look pretty bleak when NASA's space shuttle program shut down back in 2011. Times are changing. Fox's Ali Rafa has all the details.
0, all engine running. We have a liftoff.
It was a tradition in the fabric of Florida's Space Coast before coming in for a hard landing almost a decade ago.
In 2010, the space shuttle, after nearly 30 years of duty, will be retired from service.
But as a community prepared for the end of an era 8 years ago,
the final liftoff of Atlantis,
a plan was launching to save it.
When we knew that the shuttle was going to retire, we had to go after and capture those new opportunities for us.
Today, dozens of private launch companies have sprung up along Cape Canaveral, a comeback engineered by county and state officials to make Florida the place for space.
The space race that drove our earlier success is coming back, but in a different format.
Firefly Aerospace is the latest among several others.
Florida is geographically blessed with its location and its coastline, and that is a perfect trajectory to fly to space from.
One of many reasons Linda Weatherman says companies are choosing Florida over other U.S. spaceports.
It's available workforce, it's the right infrastructure, it's the right facilities, it's the financial package. You're competing with the history of a 50-year legacy.
But a rocket can't take off without a launch pad. That's where NASA is lending a helping hand, offering its own multi-user clean pads, attracting even more investors.
It allows them to come in, set up shop, do their launches, and then leave. It's almost like the equivalent of a hotel room.
Proving there's more than one way to reach for the stars.
There are things that NASA does very well, but there are things that they do as a federal government that the private sector can do faster, cheaper, and better. Florida's in a pretty good position to be driving this train, at least for this country, if not for the world.
NASA, along with their commercial partners, plans to launch the first American-made and manned spacecraft since 2011 within the next year. At the Kennedy Space Center in Cape Canaveral, Florida, Ali Rafa, Fox News.